Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the Red Arrows F1 League for Season 15 here at Clickcoms, on the Clickcoms YouTube channel. As that was a hiccup, to apologise, just recently did have a big plate of pasta, so as I get into the rhythm of it, the hiccuping will stop, don't worry. But as you can see, start the qualifying session, 20 car grid here tonight, which is absolutely brilliant. Always love a packed out field because it creates a lot more action, and yeah, it does also mean that it's very hard to keep up with the action at times. But yeah, it definitely bodes well. Hopefully we'll have a good race and an exciting race and a clean race, because obviously with 20 cars around Baku, there is always that concern. But with the Red Arrows F1 League, I have full faith. I have a lot of faith in these guys, because I've seen their race around Las Vegas last season, which was a street circuit. They had a fantastic race around the Las Vegas street circuit, so that's one that I think could be a benchmark. So if tonight is anything like that, I think that we're in for a treat. And yeah, overall, yeah, I've got high hopes. But yeah, great to see 20 cars on the grid here tonight. Welcome along to anybody tuning in on YouTube at the moment, and to any of the drivers, or if you're a friend or family member or otherwise associate of any of the drivers, then let us know who you're supporting tonight. Let us know who your favourite driver is and who's brought you along for the ride. This is normally the part in the stream where I would read out the championship standings, but unfortunately, due to the fact that I'm commentating through remote play at the moment, I can't do anything on my phone. Pretty much as soon as if I were to close down remote play on my phone, it would close down everything. So you wouldn't be able to see the cars. You'd just see an obnoxious message on the screen which would be saying, please reconnect to remote play. So unfortunately, for that exact reason, I'm not going to be able to go through the standings so far in this season, which is a bit of a shame. We are only one race in, so it's not too pivotal, and I will absolutely 100% have that fixed for future rounds. So fear not, guys. That information will be there at the start of every stream as we're on our out laps. We're getting ready to go for our flying laps at the beginning of any qualifying session. But everybody's currently out there at the moment, apart from Jordan Hillier, who's one of the admins here at Red Arrows. In fact, he has now left the pits, so he is now on an out lap, and so that's good to see. But yeah, I know for a fact that Super Striker won last week for the season opener, and it doesn't appear to be here this week, so, which is going to be pretty debilitating in any potential championship bid. I did look at the standings earlier on briefly. Obviously I can't read them out because I haven't got them in front of me, but I did see the results from last week's season opener. But hey, we've got a few drivers on some flying laps here, so let's see who's furthest around. Got Volungis on a flying lap in the McLaren. McCarthy driving in the Williams is coming towards the end of the second straight, going through the middle sector at the moment. Youngie's out there in the Sauber this season. Brams, driver I haven't seen before in Tier 1. So is Pavlison as well. Jay-Z raced in Tier 1 last season. Jam's the new driver, never seen Jam before. Sniper C, a regular in this league, along with Brandon. You got Lycorius, who's a new driver to Tier 1. ZX Tenor, bit of a veteran here. Angry Guns, also a new driver, driving in the McLaren as well, with Onzi in the Alpine. Brad Races is a newcomer as well. Jordan Hillier, obviously experienced in this at this level. Hicklin, one who I've seen before. I'm sure I've seen Hicklin before. Mark Bow, I've been commentating on Mark Bow for yonks. Literally for about, first time I've commented on Mark Bow must have been about 4 or 5 years ago. Boo Boo is a driver who I've seen before, but not last season, I remember. Maybe from 2 seasons ago. So yeah, plenty of familiar names. Archie as well, back out on the track for this season. But we've got Volungis there going to top the leaderboard, so currently 2 seconds faster than Lycorius at this moment in time. Obviously early doors in this qualifying session at the moment, but Volungis setting a pretty scorching pace. McCarthy there 3/10 off for the fastest time so far. We've got Youngie moving up into 3rd place there, only 4/10 off for the fastest time. That's pretty decent. Jeff Sharp, hello mate, it's been a long time. There's a name that's there's a throwback. How you doing, mate? You alright? Yeah, I haven't seen Jeff's name on a stream for at least 5 years. I think would have been the Rubbings Racing Project Cars 2 days. That is a big throwback. I saw you join my server recently as well, Jeff. I noticed you pop in. I do keep an eye on it every now and again. I mean, it's a dying server, but I do try and keep an eye on it because I'm planning on hopefully running an F1 league on it at some point, maybe on a Sunday night. And who knows, if Project Motorsports or Project Motor Racing's good, then who knows, we might be on that. But currently we've got Brandon setting the pace here by 1/10 of a second over Sniper C. So Brandon's the only driver into the 138 so far. Sniper C 1/10.5 off at the moment. So pretty close at the moment between these drivers. Let's get some graphics up on the screen, or have we already got them? No, we haven't. So let's get up the tyre graphic. I imagine everyone will be on soft, unless they're very, very ill-informed. But yeah, that's the situation right now. Yeah, man, just jumped to get on to see how you were getting on. Good to see you still doing a bit. Yeah, try and do a bit. I mean, I'm doing 3 nights a week, commentating on this league on Monday nights, and then the other league runs twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Purple Sector. So yeah, good to keep into the flow of it. I mean, I'm not riding any leagues anymore. I can't be dealing with it, honestly. It's the stress of it. I did it for years on end, but actually having to do all the admin and everything and organisation was just killing me. So I'd much rather just rock up and commentate, do the bit that I enjoy. So yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. But saying that, you know, things could change. Who knows? Are you still with Evo doing iRacing and stuff? Because I know that was the I mean, last I heard, you guys were quite deep into that. But yeah, that's to be honest, I think I don't know if I left the server or if I got kicked. I can't remember. I think I might have, because I don't think I was really active, and I think I had to leave. Might have had to leave a server because I think I was in the maximum number of servers at one point. So that might be why I'm not in there anymore. But yeah, haven't really spoken to any of the guys from that sort of arena for a long time. So we've got Volungis, who's left the session in the early stages, which is a bit unusual. I would assume a disconnection or maybe some sort of issue. But yeah, well, I expect we'll be seeing Volungis back in shortly. We're still going strong. Good to hear. Good to hear. It's going stronger than Motive anyway. But yeah, anyway, we got Mark Bow coming into the pits at the end of his current run. Clen is one to look out for. Clen is obviously the champion for Tuesdays and Thursday nights at Purple Sector. Matty Pits League that we cover on Tuesdays and Thursdays here. We only do iRacing now. I'm not surprised, because I remember you guys tried to revive the Project Cars 2 side of your community at one point, but I think, yeah, most of you lot were in PC by that point. I remember we did that like GT3 crossover league, I think, didn't we, for a season, and then after that I think, yeah, you guys just literally went fully onto iRacing after that, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I stuck with Project Cars 2 for as long as I could. I remember I abandoned it, I think, at least 3 times, and every time I came back to it because I couldn't get enough of it. I always ended up going back to it after trying to abandon it. But in the end, I think about 2 years ago, I think I fully decided to just kick the bucket on Project Cars 2, because it was I mean, the game's dying. You know, the servers are pretty much like, there's nothing going on anymore, and trying to keep them going, you know, if you get a good community, a good lobby full of people, a good bunch of mates, it was alright, but other than that, it's just no point. And then ACC, I was running that. That's still got a good following on console, actually. There's still a lot of people on ACC. If I put the effort into that, I could probably make it work, but it's not really as fun. The racing isn't really as exciting on ACC, I've got to say. Project Cars 2 was great. It was, and the online was brilliant, because like I mean, I know it sounds silly, it sounds like such a stupid thing, but like the voice chat was such good quality as well, so you could communicate with people in the lobbies, and it was so easy to get a community together. And like, for example, you could commentate. I mean, I used to commentate on the races live in the lobbies, in the open lobbies, and that used to get people into the Discord servers. So yeah, it was from that point of view, it was perfect, and it was literally like the best game ever. But you can't really do that kind of thing on ACC, because you can't jump in game chat. The game chat's shocking, and it's Gran Turismo. You can't even speak on voice chat. It's all text. So it's like the other games that just don't really have that interactive kind of side to them at all. Brad's gone into 4th place here, so he's currently 3/10 off of the fastest time. That's a contender here for pole potentially, as we're just over halfway through the session. So we've got, who else have we got? Youngie's currently P7, about a second off of the pace. We've got a lot of drivers out there on the track at the moment, so we'll be seeing some laps coming in pretty shortly. But yeah, Brandon currently provisional pole at the moment, pretty close here with Sniper C, it's got to be said. But Brandon is on another lap here, so we'll have to keep an eye. Sniper C's a little bit further around at this point. I think Brad is on an in lap. Yeah, Brad's on an in lap. Is Sniper C on the flying lap? Let's jump on board. Sniper C's definitely on a flying lap because only 500ths down through the first sector, so obviously we're pretty tight to what we were doing before. Here we come down towards the castle section. Looks pretty tidy there, taking very tight lines there, skimming the wall almost as he came through the next part of the circuit. And up the hill we go towards the final sector here. Let's keep it on the top right hand corner. What sort of lap is Sniper C on? Currently 2nd place on this leaderboard here in the qualifying for the Red Arrows F1 League, round 2 of the season here at Baku. And Sniper C coming down the hill into the final sector. He's 2/10 down, but he's going to have some slipstream here off of this car in front of him, so potentially could be a bit of gain here. Is it going to be enough to go up onto pole though, because you need 4/10 in just one sector? That would be a colossal amount of time gain if he's able to do that. But Sniper C towards the line. Let's see what he's able to do here as he comes up and over the beam now. Is it going to be enough? No, nowhere near for Sniper C. 10th off of his own personal best there, so Sniper C remains 2nd for the time being. Mark Bowe's on a good lap here as we're coming down towards the end of the middle sector, so let's see what Mark Bowe's able to do as Brandon improves his provisional pole time. And he didn't just shave a 10th off, did he? He took half a second off of what was already quite clearly the fastest time of the session. So Brandon is absolutely flying at the moment, 1:38.4. We got Bowe now coming through this final section. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's my connection again. Oh, for God's sake, it keeps on doing this. Oh, for God's sake. I did this the other night at Pebble Sector as well. Oh, for fuck's... I know it's got nothing to do with... it's not what it says. It's not... No one's disconnected except me. It's just me. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with my internet, as you can clearly see, because the stream has not stopped. So it is just a problem with the F1 servers. I know what it is. It's my NAT type. I've got 5G broadband, which is plugged in to the router, but for some reason it's not working, and I just